Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Both teams sitting at 1-2 coming into this one. Somebody's going to get back to 500 here in week 4 as away we go. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return. And he steps out of the end zone, so they'll get it at the 30 on the touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
63.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Space to the left. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Running up the middle, Dillon. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal. He tries to sneak it, and the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Just not quite enough to break the play, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. On 4th down, Hurts. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Irving here from the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Once again, Irving. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down by Jalen Carter. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, the football's loose. And the Eagles get to it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They give to Barkley, left side. Spins out of one stop. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now the Eagles ready to attempt a 2-point conversion. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Palmer. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Right back to Irving now. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
so much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to the link right after this. Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on 4th down. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. Crowd, let's get it. Delta.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Getting out to his left. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left side. This is caught inside the 15. Has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Palmer. He's going to be touched down as that return comes to an end. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
On the give, this is Irving. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Zach Bond with the tackle. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Hey, alert 33.
Baker now off the play fake. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's going to be 4th and short. Riley Dixon on the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it. Well, Brock, we get paid to do this, so we're going to do our best to talk through it. But I think there's really only one person who can explain what we just saw right there.
Yeah, and after giving 2 points to the opponent, I don't think anybody wants to hear his explanation.
Yeah, he may not want to talk, but I have a feeling the coach over there on the sidelines is going to ask him, what the heck just happened?
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They've got a man in motion.
What's that?
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. He has room past the 25. Keeps himself upright. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Dory Jackson now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And it's the same as the touchback now, up to the 30 before going out. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down throwing for Hurts. He puts everything behind this one. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Throwing deep for the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Escapes out to the left. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Hurts throwing again. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Hey, Silver.
Now Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles make it a 3-possession game. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles go up by 19. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Palmer. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Zach Bond with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Handoff headed right, Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Alert!
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's got Godwin working that sideline. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Eagles will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive.
Go Silver, ready?
On first down, Hurts launches one deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now it's second down.
Hey, 73, 73. Carl Vianney. Carl Vianney. Don't touch that. 63, 63, 63. Man. Carl Vianney. Don't touch.
Throwing from near his own goal line. And that's going to be a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill.
Yep.
This can be equally important. Just get that first down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Point it right, point it right. Good. Up, up. Up.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. God.
Mayfield now from the gun. This one's taken in by Otten. And he'll go down here at the 16. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They have themselves another first and 10.
Good.
Now a carry by Irving. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Irving hauls it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout.
Run.
Third and short, Mayfield. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Eagles make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. First and 10. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now they face second down.
Hey, 73. Great. Set. Hey, easy. 63. Bad. Don't touch.
Back to throw it. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline.
I'm sure coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
No time set. Crowd left Yeti. Larry. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
One final shot before halftime. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. He's got it inside the 10. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in...
Oh, look at this. They're faking it. They got it. That's count for 2. So the fake works out, and they surprise them by adding 2 to their lead. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Palmer. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Running right, it's Irving. And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Regular.
From the gun, Mayfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Yeti, 73, Alpha. No.
Hurts looking to throw. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Palmer. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Good. Pistol. Alert! Watch out!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 2nd down.
Good. Hey, alert 33. Watch out!
Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Juke the defender. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will take possession.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31.
Good. Set. Delta.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Rolling left, buying some time. He's got Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And a man is there to knock that away.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
63, 60.
Hurts now from the gun. He'll get this one to Brown. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
He'll try to do it himself. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Working quickly here. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Eagles continue piling onto this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Palmer. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Man in motion here.
Watch out!
1st down, here's Baker. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. Running down the left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run this with Irving. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Real.
To throw, Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This is from 35 out on the left hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
You would think the kickers should be automatic from anything inside of 40 yards, but I guess that could serve as a little gentle reminder you can never take any kick for granted. So many things have to go right each time for it to be up and good.
And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. Offense up to the line fast. A play fake now hurts to throw. Buying some time left. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. It's complete. Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles piling onto the scoreboard yet again. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Palmer. He stopped on the return at the 27.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Watch out!
Carry here for Irving. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Run.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Offense to the line for second down. Play fake, it's Mayfield. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Got his target. It's Otten. A lot of mess on the move here. He could do it. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Buccaneers take 7 points off the deficit.
Buccaneers, 18. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, 73. Don't touch that. Don't touch.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And hopefully they don't come to regret using all 3 of theirs so early in the half. Second and 6 coming up here.
Great. Set. You on left. Don't touch.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Eagles ball, and this one... Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Don't touch that. Crowd, let get him. Man. Don't touch.
They go to Barkley again. Has the 1st and more. Past midfield. Hits the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles running them out of the building. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. They got it. That's caught for 2. So the fake works out, and they surprise them by adding 2 to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Palmer. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.